Hey, this is Rick Fulton again, coming to you from Global Human Resources Consultants, operating out of Southern Ohio. This is a consulting firm that we're in place to help other HR professionals working around the world, and is my intent to, for the small to mid-sized HR teams, it's not robust, that I can offer some of my experience from 30 years working in the field to enhance or improve their current abilities. So I've been uploading vlogs and suggestions for HR professionals to pick up from, and hopefully they can use them for their use also. And if a company is looking for an HR consultant, I'm more than willing to be there for them, to be part of their team or be their team when needed. I have over 30 years experience, like I said, working in countries like Afghanistan, Iraq, Kazakhstan. I've been in Guinea, West Africa on 2 different occasions, Newfoundland, Canada, and numerous projects around the United States. Again, the last few weeks we've been talking about working international assignments and the issues that goes along with that. And the last episode that I posted was about the support system that you need to have back home from people. So I brought my beautiful wife here with me this week to kind of enhance or go over that even more in depth on the support systems back home. So I brought my wife in because she's an expert working with me for the last 15 years on this. And Judy, what do you feel like helped you make that decision to allow me to work internationally?
Well, it was not an easy decision. It was a decision that took time. We had to really have a lot of conversation about this. You do have to make sure that all of you are on board, whether it's you two as a couple or if it's older children. The entire family has to have an understanding and be comfortable with it. Getting resources to learn more about it and learn what to expect is key. You've got to know partially what to expect on this, because some of it's going to surprise you. And the willingness to be flexible is absolutely necessary. You have to have the ability to kind of just go with the flow of what's going to happen. And I had the advantage of having resources, family who was willing to step in and help me. If I didn't have that, I don't think I could have accomplished this with you being gone as long as you were. I don't think I could have done it alone because our kids were young at that time.
Yes.
And having those resources of support when I needed it is also key. So those factors helped me realize that this might be doable. And it's like anything in life, you don't know unless you try. If you can look at it as a form of an adventure, because it had its good points.
Yeah,
it had its
did.
down points, but it had its good points too. And we were able to experience a lot of advantages to you working outside the country that otherwise we may not have been able to experience, like trips, vacations, and financial advantages. And so it ended up being worth it. I think because we had those things lined up, that helped the decision be a little bit easier. And the bottom line was that it was something that you wanted to experience.
Right. Yes.
And knowing that we had a solid foundation of a marriage. If you don't have that, you have no business going into this line of work.
Good point.
You have to have that grounding of solid marriage to be able to withstand, because it's going to be an interesting journey. and to withstand that journey, you're going to have to make sure that both of you have the same philosophy in your marriage, and so you can keep it grounded through the rough times.
Yeah, that's good points. Very good points. And Judy and I have been able to sit with other couples that was considering doing this as a career, and we've counseled and coached people, and some was successful and some was not successful.
Yeah.
Some come home after just a few weeks, which is unfortunate. But again, you need to make sure you talk to the right people before you accept an overseas assignment, because it's not easy for everyone, like Judy has talked about. Okay, let's talk about after they've been there for a while, and they start struggling. Do you have any suggestions from a wife back home what you can do?
Well, one of the things that's key in this journey is you have to have open communication between the two of you. Now, I learned the hard way that when you communicate your struggles is key. When they're thousands of miles away, that's probably not the best time to tell your husband that you have a problem at home and you're really having a tough time, because then he feels helpless. He doesn't have any way to help you, and then he feels like a heel. He feels like he's failing. That's probably not the good time. But I had people that I could depend on to go to when I was struggling, and then when he came home for his R&Rs, we had to use time to really discuss how things were going and things I was struggling with, things he was struggling with. And communication is crucial. You got to talk about it. You can't hide the issues from each other. You just got to find the right time to talk about it. If you can do that, then that helps a lot.
Good tips there. I remember the time when she called me up. I was away from home. She calls me up and says, I had a flat tire. She's along the road. I said, I'm 8,000 miles away. What do you expect me to do about it?
And really what I was doing was venting to him. I was mad at him. I was mad at him because I had a struggle and he could not help me because he was not home.
Yeah. So that's not a good point. We learned that it just made me feel terrible and so what am I doing here? So again, you have to understand what you can say, what you can't say. And we struggled over time. She'd be weak, I would be weak, and she would, unfortunately, she would say, suck it up, be a man, suck it up. And that's sometimes, if it's taken the right way, I'm not sure how I took it. It made me feel bad at first, but then I realized I need to suck it up and just deal with it. So there's good points and bad points. But again, like she said several times, communicate, talk. That's the best way to do it. Again, thank you, beautiful wife, to sit in and help me put out some more information and content for these topics. And I think these are good topics for everyone to have. And again, you can find my website at www.globalhrc.net. My email is rickefulton@gmail.com. Reach out to me, and Judy be available too if you're a couple willing to discuss. If you're thinking about going on an international assignment, we're here to help anyone that needs it.
Yeah.
You have any further comments?
No, I think that covers most of it. But yeah, if you want to contact us, feel free to. I'm always willing to talk to other wives that are going to be going through this. You need your circle of support.
All right. Thank you very much, and look forward to our next vlog. Thank you.